Breaking news, more Beyblade X leaks have just released, and we're gonna go through each of them. So fasten your seatbelts, get ready. Now let's get into it. All right, let's talk about the leaked Beyblade designs that came out a few days ago. This first Beyblade is called Dran's Sword, and then the second Beyblade is called Hell's Scythe. Now, right away with these two Beyblades, you can notice that there is metal contact points, which means that metal Beyblade is back. Let's take a look at Dran's Sword real quick. Dran's Sword looks to be as if it's an attack type Beyblade, really Valkyrie-esque in the shape of the Beyblade itself. So I really do think it's going to be more of an attack type Bey. And Dran's Sword looks like it has some sort of dragon or some beast thing. Now let's take a look at Hell's Scythe here real quick. To me, this looks more like a balanced type Beyblade. Could possibly be a defense as well, but looks more like a balanced type Bey. Has a red flaming skull, which I actually really like the design on it. I like how the skull is popping out. It looks like it's about to absolutely destroy me. Very cool. What's interesting about these two Beyblades is that it seems like they have some sort of bit chip or something in the middle that can pop off mid-battle. This could be some sort of win condition or another way to win in Beyblade for this generation. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this either, but it seems as if there is going to be a three-pronged system in the launcher this generation. There's also this little picture that I found as well that has a launcher with 3 prongs on it. Ever since the beginning of Beyblade, we've had 2-pronged launchers. So this might be the first time that we've ever seen a 3-prong launcher in Beyblade. Now, there were 2 other leaked Beyblade images that I found. This first one here is some weird looking bird or eagle. To me, it looks like a Great Value Earth eagle, but we won't talk about that. It's really interesting how this Beyblade is also red, just like Hell's Scythe. Now, I'm getting some speculation that this could possibly be the main character's Beyblade or some kind of placeholder Beyblade until he acquires Hell's Scythe. That's just my guess, but you never know. But in this next picture right here, it looks like we have some sort of stamina type Beyblade. I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's a really interesting one, but as of right now, this is the only image that we have of this Beyblade right now. And like I said, just based off of the smoothness of the metal and just the fact that there's not that many contact points on the Beyblade, it's probably going to be some sort of stamina type or maybe even a defense type. Now, Zankeye already talked about this in his video, but here is an image of kind of a breakdown of what consists of the Beyblade in terms of parts and how the Beyblade is structured. It's really interesting to see some gears in there because I'm kind of getting some kind of maybe engine gear vibe. If you guys remember engine gear from the Plastic Gen series. From what I've heard too, the Beyblade's supposed to be made up of 3 main parts to be able to construct the Beyblade. And if that's true, this would lead us to have a similar 3-piece design as we did in Beyblade Burst. Now, one thing I did hear about in Zankeye's video is that these Beys are supposed to have an ability called Extreme Dash, which somehow activates during the battle, and it allows the Beyblade to speed up in some form. Now, these gears might have to do with Extreme Dash. Again, we don't really know much about what Extreme Dash is specifically, but it is interesting to know that Takara Tomy mentioned that things were going to be extreme in this next gen. Now, the other design that was leaked was this Beyblade Stadium. So this is a leaked design of what the Beyblade Stadium supposedly looks like. Now, what's really interesting to me is that there's only 1 pocket for the Beyblade to escape, which again is really interesting to me because then now I start thinking about the whole Extreme Dash, Extreme Drive thing. And I'm just wondering if this new 1 pocket system or just this stadium in particular plays a factor in. It's really, really interesting though. Let's talk about the mangas real quick. Now, supposedly this is supposed to be the new character, the new main character for Beyblade X. We've been seeing this character pop up a lot here in these leaks, and so this leads us to believe that this is the new character for Beyblade X. And we don't really know what the name of this character is yet, but I'm liking the art style that we're getting here. And speaking of the art style, it was reported in Illinuk's video that the artist that is doing the Beyblade X manga was also the same artist that did The Promised Neverland, which was another popular manga that was created. Now, this artist in particular isn't just some random person off the street. This is a well-known artist who has had experience in doing manga art before. Now, Illinuk also said it in his video as well, but Takara Tomy is really investing resources into Beyblade X, especially here in the manga, because they also picked up the script writer who also did Kagaguri as well. And again, this is not just another random person that they're taking off the street. This is somebody who has experience in writing mangas and has done this before. And what you got to realize, in most industries, when you're working with a well-known person for your project, you're going to be paying more money than you would with just some person who's maybe of a lower tier level or not as well known. Which again leads us to believe that Takara Tomy is all in on Beyblade X, and they're really trying to invest everything they can to make this series a hit. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Last thing I wanted to show you guys was this image right here. This just came out today as I was recording this video, but this is a screenshot or a picture of some kind of preview, it looks like. Now we're supposed to get some kind of announcement here on May 17th in Japan, because remember, they are a little ahead of us. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be about, but as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know as well. And did you guys know that this video right here is actually awesome and you should totally watch it right now?